Hey, welcome back to this series. This one is part 2. I'll put a link in the description below for part 1. So if you want to follow along, it might be useful to check out part 1. That's how we set up everything that we're going to use further on in this video. So this is a video about creating a booking website or a booking page where we create, in my case I created 2 types of rooms, and every room consists, I have 10 or 12 rooms in the hotel of each category, so in total about 20 rooms. And we're going to create a booking page where people can sort or can search on dates, and then they will see which rooms are still available, and then if they click on the room they will be able to make a booking. So we're going to continue. We have ended in the last video. We created a template for our single rooms. Let's open this up. So let's go and edit content. So what I've created is something like this. So we have a background image. There is nothing to see here because if I open up my rooms and I click on view, you will see here it imports the image dynamically. This is imported from the meta fields that I attached to it. Again, if you want to see how I did this, then you go back to a previous video where I show everything. It imports the title of the room, the king size deluxe room. Then we have the description here, and then we have some information: bathrooms, beds, square feet. This is some information that was also put in the meta fields. Okay, so we're going to make a little bit more of this design now, and we're also going to add a form, and this form will allow our guests to book once they have clicked on this page. Okay, so the thing we can do further, we have to open up maybe again my custom post type. Let me go to my rooms here and we'll see which meta fields that we have. We have bathrooms, beds, and square feet. This is in the little gray area here. Then we also have the extra amenities. This is also something we might want to display on our page, and then we also have some photos and a gallery. The gallery I'm going to leave open for now, but we're going to focus a little bit on this and adding the form in this video as well, and then check if everything works. To make this work, I'm now going to use a jet engine block because they will work better with the list that we have here, like a checkbox list, because there is no official integration for Kadence and Jet Engine. This will work better if we use a jet engine block. So the thing we're going to do, we can put it inside of this little gray bar, for example. We can just press enter, and then we're going to add another, or we can duplicate this heading. Then we have the same styling, and then we can just change included or also included. You can choose whatever you want, of course. We can change the icon if we want to. I'm just gonna pick something random from here, like this. And then here we're going to click on the plus icon, browse all, and we're going to check the dynamic field 1. This is a jet engine block. You see it's here, jet engine. If we're going to select the metadata, and we're going to, now you see he picks all the metadata that I've already put in. So we're going to use rooms, and we're going to use the extra amenities. This is the list that we have. Expected display, I'm going to put it in line, so it's not going to be multi-line, it can be just div for me. And then we're going to filter the field output, because if I click update now, I'm not sure, I don't think there is going to be, you see an error, because it's not, I didn't pick the right output. So I'm going to select this and then call back. We're going to have to scroll down a little bit, and you see here checkbox field values. If we pick this one, it will work. If you pick this one, underneath the values list, it will work as well, but then it will be in a list, so it will be underneath each other. This one will be just in one line, and you can choose which delimiter you want. So this means between the words of the list, which kind of delimiter do you want. So by default it's just a comma. If I click now on update and I refresh this, and you see also included, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, laundry service, room service. So now it is included here. Yeah. The thing you see that's a bit different is the spacing, because now this is jet engine block, so you see there is no room almost between the heading and the text, and here there is way more. So the best thing to make the layout look the same on, because if I open this up, you see we have the dynamic field here. This is a jet engine field, and all the others are advanced text blocks, and they have some default padding installed already, but the dynamic field does not have it. So we're going to remove every padding and margin from the advanced text blocks, but only the paragraph ones, so these ones, not the headings. Once we have removed all the padding, so it will look like this, none, none, none. You can click on this little icon, link them all together, and you will see by default it says unset. So this means there is no specific setting been put in. So you just go up, down, and you will see it will have non-zero px. And you do the same for the margin. So you do this for every paragraph. So this one as well. You see I have done this already, and this one as well. You see I have done this already. Now we're going to grab our heading, so the H4, we're going to go again to advanced, and we're going to set some margin, for example, at the bottom as possible. So we can say bottom maybe small, and we're going to do this for every heading. And then we will have a uniform layout in our sidebar. So I'll let you do that, click on update, and then you will see it will look way nicer already, okay? Okay, so the other thing we now have to do is include a booking form on this template, so they can book the room from here. So again, the layout is not really thought out at the moment, so I'm just going to add it in a new row layout, but you might also, it's also looking nice if you put it like inside of the sidebar. Well, actually, let's just try it. So we're going to the last one we inserted. So if I open up my list view, you see the dynamic field is the last one that I've inserted. Let's do maybe pick the heading. We're going to duplicate it. And then we're going to add one below, and we're going to say book your stay, and then remove the icon like this. And then underneath we're going to search for the jet form. We're going to insert it. Now we have to select the form. So if you followed along in the previous video, you will have this one, single page booking form is automatically created for us. So we insert it. And then you see we get the default one. We can change this to column, so it will work better in this narrow layout. You see it's on top. If you leave it at row, which is the default, it's maybe not looking too nice. So change this to column for this. Now we're just going to click on update and first going to see how it looks. Click on refresh, and now you see inside of here we have our booking form as well. We might want to maybe check in, check out, maybe put it on top. Now we have to open up our jet form builder. So we have the single page booking form. Again, I did not create this. If you followed along with the previous video, this was automatically created from the setup. Now we can of course change this. So if you go to this is how it looks now. The post submit actions, you see this is also automatically set up by using the JetBooking plugin. You see every time somebody clicks on the submit button, there is automatically, this is all set up by default. We don't have to change this. And you see this is also set up for us. These columns I have added inside of my settings of the JetBooking, but we don't really need this at the moment. So you see this is also insert update post. If we click on this, you see this automatically goes into our rentals, and automatically it's by default it's a draft, so it means it has to be confirmed. It's not automatically published. So this is something that's also automatically set up, and we can leave this as is. So as apartment booking and insert update post, these are both working fine. Set up by the JetBooking plugin. We don't have to worry about it. The thing I want to do is maybe switch this one over, and I want the check-in, check-out. So the first one is the date, and they have to they can check this first if they want to. So you can change some check-in and check-out if you want to. You can change the labels if you want to. You can change the date format. Here in Belgium, we have we use this. But of course, depending on where you live, you might want to change this. And you can also change the separator. First day of the week, here is Monday. You can also change this all in here. So this is already, let's click on update and refresh. We will see that this is automatically applied. And if I now open up, you see it starts on Monday. And you see here, please select the date longer than 1 day. That's because I've set this up as well in the JetBooking settings. Yeah? So you see, if I click on this, this is working fine. He puts the formatting of the dates, or the days first, then the month, and then the year. So this is all set up, what I just did actually. So this is looking nice. And then we can, same thing here, you can change the labels, you can change everything here. But the cool thing we can do is also make a price field, so that automatically, if they check this, they get a underneath here, total price, and then the amount of euros or dollars, depending on where you are, automatically calculated. So how can we do this? We go to the single page booking form again. We go to the check-in, check-out. We go to insert after. We're going to search for the calculated field. Yeah, we're going to call this total price, for example. And we're going to say the same here. This label is total price. And then we're going to use these we have to use these sort of formulas to calculate it. So the thing we are going to use is this advanced price, the first part of this. So we'll return the advanced rate times the number of days booked. So the advanced, we're going to paste it in here, the advanced price, because we have set up some special pricing. I will show you in a minute. It's not open yet, so I will show you in a minute. So we've set up some summer prices. So in the summer, my deluxe room is 20 euros a night. It's more expensive. Off season, it's 20 euros cheaper. So this is already calculating this in, and will calculate the price depending on the dates that they choose. The other thing we have to use is not the check-in, check-out, but we're going to use the dates field, because it's going to pick it from here. And if I select this again, you see this is called dates with an underscore over here. So this is the one that we probably need. So let's go back to my formulas, and you see check-in, check-out. We're going to replace this by dates, and I think this is also somewhere. No, it's not really here, but it's like this. This quantity is going to come from the dates field, and then we just have to add this percentage afterwards as well to completely finish it off. Okay, let's look. Click on update. We go back, refresh the page, and you see total price now says 0. And let's select some dates, and now you see 180. So we have 2 nights, and the pricing should be 90 a night, because we have a total price of 180. If I select more dates or more nights, you see the price is also getting bigger, and I will show you that this is correct, because it's actually 90 euros, because we are in the summer season. So let me go back to like 2 nights. So we have 180. If I do the same off season, I think my summer was ending the end of August, so let me do somewhere in September, also like 2 nights. You see now it's 160, because it's off season 160, so it's a bit cheaper. Like I said, it was a little bit less than it was in the summer. So you see it's not the same price than when I book in August 2 nights. It's 180. So it already calculates the right prices and the right amount. So this is also really awesome. The only thing I want a capital here, and I also want a euro sign before, so we can change this as well. So total price, we're just going to change this here with a capital, and then we have, if we scroll down, decimal places, it's a round number in our case, so I can change this to 0 or to 1 if I want to. Separator, I can make a comma instead of a dot if I want to. And then prefix, we're going to use in my case, the euro sign. So let me see. I always forget on my Mac. Yeah, this is the way to do it. Let's click on update, then refresh the page, and now you see it has the euro sign. Maybe add a space, and then click on update. Then refresh. It's showing up here. I have to use the HTML code for a space. Now it will probably have a space after it. Yes, it is. Let's check how it looks now. We calculate 180. So now we don't have the .00 because I've set this to 0. If you set this to 1, you will have, and I have used a comma now, so it will not use a dot anymore, but it will use a comma. So you have 0.0, and if I select some nights, you have this price. So if you need if you have some prices that are not round, let's say, then you should of course set this up to 2 or 1, whatever you need. But in my case, 0 is fine. So yeah, I think this looks great already. And then the next thing we have to see if we now book something. For example, one night, I click on submit. I'm gonna fill this in for a second, one moment. I click on submit, so form successfully submitted. This message you can completely change, of course. And then if we go back to my WordPress site, I go to bookings. Now you should see that this is in here, and you see the king size deluxe room. This is the page that I'm on, king size deluxe room, and I have booked for one night, so we should find this as well, May the 6th until May the 7th, and you see the status here is pending. So if I click on details, you have the same options. You can see check in, check out, and status is pending. If I click on edit, I can change this to processing, on hold, completed, whatever suits your business. These are all pre-made, so I didn't make this. This is something that comes with the JetBooking. And you can also change the dates here. If they, for example, your client sends an email afterwards to prolong their stay, you can manually adjust it here. Okay, again, these you don't have to worry about. I have imported this inside of my settings, but we don't need this at the moment. So we have completed this, for example, and then you will see it will change to green, and now this booking is completely saved in the system. If we go to the rentals, you will see it's also inside of here. So rentals number 69, this is from a previous one, I can remove this. Rental 69, if you go to bookings, you will see it is also has the same order here, and this is so saved as well in the rentals. And if I open this up, you will see on the right side here we have some extra information, or the same information that's also saved inside of this data. Okay, the thing you don't. So what we need to set up now, or what's really important, is of course if somebody makes a booking, so here's my booking form, that we capture the email, the name of first name, last name, if you have set it up like this, the phone number, and whatever fields you have at the moment, also the total price and the dates might be useful to capture this as well, because otherwise inside of my bookings, if I book this again and refresh my bookings page, you see it's inside of here. So you see if I booked this, and if I click again, I have 12 units, so it should be working. Now you see there will be 3, so unit 1, 2 and 3 has been booked, so the booking is working fine. The orders are here, and if I go to my rentals, they have the same numbers, 87, 97 and then 80, so this is all working perfectly fine. But the only thing we don't have at the moment is the data from my extra fields, total price, email, name, phone number. We will also want to capture this inside of our booking information, of course. So what we have to do is go back to my settings, and we're going to have to create some extra tables. So if we go to, which one is it? The tools, you see the one that I've set, total price, guests and order ID. This is something you will see. Order ID is created automatically by the software, so leave this as it is. Guests, or you can call this, if you want to call this, I can remove this and make it name, for example, but I'm going to leave this. So you can say this should be name of the client. This is maybe more suitable. available. I'm going to leave it now at guests, but total price I have here. The other thing we might want to make is an email column as well. A phone number, or yeah, phone, maybe just like this. What else do we have here? Then the price is already here, total price. So I have something for my email, for my name, for the phone number, and then I have something, I need something for the dates maybe. So dates, like this. So this is something you can set up now extra. Then click on update booking tables. So we have refreshed the database and the booking tables, and now we have to map this inside of our Jet form. So if I go back to my Jet form builder, I go to my single page booking form, and I go to my submit actions here, post submit actions. We go to the apartment booking, and now we have to map this. You see, I've already set some up. So I have these are the names of the database that I just created, these fields. So total price, I will want to map it with my total price field here. So if I go to my form field name, this is the one you have to select. So if you have another name, copy this, and you have to then go to Jet form, apartment booking, and paste it inside here. Same, my guests will contain the name field, order ID and inserted post ID. This is normally, this should be set up by the software. Leave it as it is, because this will make sure everything works fine. Email, same thing. We can go to here, go to the block settings, copy this, Command C, and put it inside, Command V. Phone, again, same thing. I can go to the phone block, phone number, copy this, and then attach it here. And then we have our dates. We can map our dates with the check-in, check-out field, block, form field name is dates, Command C, Jet form, apartment booking, and then, oh, I have not, it was phone underscore number, I think. So click on update, because otherwise it won't be saved, as you just saw. Yeah, everything is in here. Click on update my form. And now if I refresh my king size deluxe room page, fill in everything again, pick some other dates maybe. I have my total price calculated, I have my email, I have my name. I click on submit, successfully submitted, and now go to my bookings and see how it works. So you see, this is with the other date, the last one. So you see this is working fine. And if I go to details, now you see by guests, I see the name that I filled in, the check-in and the check-out, check-in and check-out date are here. So this is automatically imported already. So actually we didn't need to set up the dates, but you see it works, and it's in the formatting that I set up in the form. My phone number is in here, the email address is in here, so this is way nicer. And of course you can capture more information if you want to, okay? And if we go to rentals and we open up this one, you will see again here we have the same information captured inside of the rentals as well. Now if you have a booking that is confirmed, then you can click on edit, and then you go here to the pending and you go to completed. Yeah. The other thing I will show in this video, so we have now some bookings already going through. I'm going to keep on clicking submit. You will see this keeps working, but until a certain amount, and then you probably see booking dates already taken. So the nice thing about this is that it keeps track of the amount of bookings. So if I refresh, you will see all my king size deluxe rooms have been booked. So unit 12 is booked here, and even if it's still pending, it still keeps it reserved. So I only have 12 units. So after the 12th unit has been reserved for this particular date, because you see I have from 1 until 12 booked, but underneath here you see unit 1 is booked again here, and unit 1 is booked again here. Why is that? Because these dates are different. So on the May the 13th, unit 1 has been booked, unit 2 has been booked, and unit 3 has been booked. But then on June the 5th, of course, it's unit 1 is again available. So it keeps track of all the dates and keeps track of the units reserved on those dates, and makes sure that if you only have 12 units, if people people try to book on the same dates, it will say booking dates are already taken and the order or the booking will not work. So this is something that's of course really handy and really nice. Yeah. So from here to the only thing that's a little bit limited now is that it would be nice if it already popped up now before they fill in all their information, but still it's nice that this keeps track of the amount of bookings that are available. Okay, so let's keep it at this. You have a lot of things to try out in your website, and then we will continue in our next video. Thanks for checking out and see you in the next one. Bye bye.